next all-new Rosie O'Donnell Show.
On One Life to Live.
She convinced him somehow not to see me.
We need some proof of connection before we leap to such a dramatic conclusion.
My mother's phone bill.
Hank's cabin is right on the water. It's surrounded by a whole bunch of evergreens.
I can't go there.
I'm interested in your father, but if you have a problem with that, I need you to level with me right now.
I'm going to sue for sole custody, and this time the judge will see you for the murdering psychopath that you are.
There you go, Shorty, huh? Glad to be back. I know this office must be kind of a downer after that great big slide. How are the numbers?
Oh, you mean, I'm sorry. You mean the circulation?
Briggs, did you drink your lunch again?
Circulation-wise, we're up 4,200 readers.
Yeah, and the banner?
Or less than half of that.
Ah, good. They can eat my dust. You say that? Say, banner, eat my dust. Say, eat my dust. I don't want it.
Is the Star going to be with us for the rest of the afternoon?
Yeah, why not? Now, you might be a better managing editor if you'd started a little earlier.
Is there something wrong with my performance?
Yeah, you don't seem to know when I'm joking.
Oh, Mrs. Manning.
Mr. Briggs.
There she is.
Bye, Briggs.
I could get you a babysitter.
No, that's what she's here for.
How was Wonder World? Was it fun? Huh?
Yeah. She wanted to go on all the rides that would have made her sick.
You didn't let her, did you? Oh, let me rephrase that. What did you do?
Well, there was the water slide. That was big. We did that about 300 times.
You are such a water baby. Oh, that's why I brought you this. It's for the bathtub, see? Oh, you like it? She's growing so big. I swear she's bigger than when you left.
Tell me about it. I'm the one who had to drag her to the top of that stupid slide.
Yeah. I'm glad she had a good time, but, it's nice to have you back.
You missed us.
It's kind of quiet around the house. But, something happened while you were away that you need to know about.
What?
Blair's lawyer served us the custody papers.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
No, I'm serious. I need to see Mother's phone bill so that I can see if she called Austria in the last month.
You want me to go through Dorian's mail? Cassie, that's illegal.
Kelly, look, I wouldn't ask you to do this if there were any other way, but Mother's been very clear about it. She's not volunteering any information, and I have to find out if she had something to do with my father's disappearance.
If there is anything, he could have taken a trip, Cassie.
No. Dr. Klaus said my father was really looking forward to seeing me. But the moment that I arrived at the sanitarium, he was gone. He slipped away. He got a cab. He took off right after he got a personal phone call.
The personal phone call from Dorian.
She was emphatic. She didn't want me to take this trip. She told me to leave the past alone. Kelly, it's not just her past. It's mine. And there's so much about my own childhood I don't understand. Why did David take me away from my mother? Why didn't he let her raise me? He said in this letter he wrote that he left for me at the sanitarium. He said he'd always tried to, quote, protect me, unquote. What did he mean by that? I mean, did Mother have emotional problems dealing with a small child? I don't know. I don't think I'll ever know because he seems to have vanished off the face of the earth.
Right after the mysterious phone call.
And if it was Mother, and if she is determined to keep this terrible thing hidden, then Kelly, I feel sorry for her. Because she's hiding a secret, and I can see it tearing her apart.
Well, I know what that's like. When I realized I was the one who drove, Blair and Patrick off the road, I'd rather die than tell the truth, but Mel convinced me that I would die inside if I didn't.
That's why I'm asking you to help. Mother's been having these panic attacks. You've seen them. They come out of nowhere. Only it isn't nowhere, Kelly. I think my childhood is part of it. Or at least the way that my childhood echoed her own. And I have to find out what it was. Selfishly. For my own peace of mind. And also because I can see Mother coming apart at the seams. Now, listen, I understand if you don't want to get involved, all right? But it'd be a whole lot easier if you would be my ally.
But don't you worry, because people are going to remember you. I'm going to tell your tale from here to the wide Lantana River. You know, anybody else would have lost you. But do you know who you're messing with? I am Hank, the Cannon Gannon. I'm the man, brother, and a very hungry man at that.
A man who's been in the woods too long.
Jakara.
Looks like you and the fish could use a little company.
Enjoy it. Oh, right there. What can I get you?
Well, how about 2 complimentary dinners for a benefit auction?
Oh.
I am soliciting donations, and you should see what I have so far. I mean, a purple shag from Rex's Rugs. I don't think so. I appreciate the thought, but I think probably it glows in the dark, and I would not bid for it. So I asked myself, what would I bid for? And I thought of your wonderful food.
Oh, that's very sweet. Well, who's the benefit for?
The East Landview Women's Clinic.
Oh, they're wonderful. They saved the life of a friend of mine when they were offering those free breast exams. I'd be happy to help you. Count me in. 2 complimentary dinners for 2.
That is wonderful. And when the winner is announced, I hope that you and Hank will be there to hear the applause.
I don't know. We'll see. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
Yeah, that'd be great. Actually, I have something else that I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh. Good news or bad?
It's not clear yet. Maggie Carpenter sold Asa the warehouse lot.
What?
I know. I couldn't believe it myself.
But then are you sure that really happened? But why would Maggie do that? I know she wanted to build a school. She was so committed to this community. If Asa gets his hand on that lot, he'll just have carte blanche to go ahead and build his mega mall. He'll just gentrify Angel Square right out of existence.
I think that's what Asa would like to do. But Maggie wouldn't sell without a major condition. That Asa include the whole community actively in his development scheme.
Yeah, but doesn't Asa break promises like that every day?
You could make sure that he doesn't.
How?
By telling him that you'd love to no longer fight with him, but work with him side by side.
He'd never believe us.
He'd believe you. He likes you. He respects you. Hey, I thought that you had promised Antonio that you were going to be a strong right arm while he was away.
Ah, you're right. I did make those promises, and I guess I'm breaking them. I'm just as bad as Asa. I just don't feel up to taking on another fight. Especially after the terrible one that I just had with Hank.
So I guess you just happen to be in the neighborhood.
Would you buy that?
You know, this neighborhood is over an hour away, at the end of a very bad dirt road, and with a strand of pine trees. The only time I see a car out here is when somebody gets lost.
And I have an excellent sense of direction. But I'm a lousy mechanic, so I always bring provisions in case my car breaks down. A couple of steaks. I'd be happy to share with you if you're tired of fish.
Yeah, well, I might be. So what else do you have in this? It's a pretty big cooler.
Oh, potatoes in foil, that we can bury in the coals of a fire. You can make a fire. Salad greens, 2 bottles of wine, and I even have wine glasses.
How often does your car break down?
I always believe in the Boy Scouts motto.
Lady, you are not prepared. You are armed. You're loaded for bear. Anyway, don't you have a jazz festival to put on?
I do. And I just left it in your daughter's very capable hands. She booked a quartet from St. Louis, and word of mouth was so good that the club is sold out through the weekend. So I thought I'd give myself the night off. Rachel had told me about this place, how beautiful it was, how quiet.
Yeah, well, it's the quiet that pretty much brings me up here.
Maybe I should leave you to it then.
Kelly, I need a yes or a no.
All right. All right, I'll do it. For Dorian's sake. I've been worried about Dorian as much as you have. This is where she keeps the phone bills.
We're looking for long-distance phone calls. If she's made any to Austria, they have to have been to David.
Okay, well, I don't see a phone bill, so maybe it hasn't come in.
All right, well, when it does, you have to intercept it.
Kelly? Claire? Carmela?
There you are. Hello, Cassie.
Hello.
Why didn't anybody answer me? And by any chance, is Mel here?
I thought Mel was in the hospital still.
They were getting ready to discharge him. No doubt couldn't put up with him any longer. Anyway, I naturally went over there thinking that I would bring him back here where he could recuperate. However, Mel's very devoted mother and daughter each had their own agenda. Let's see, Mel's mother thought that Mel should go to the Palace Hotel. And his daughter thought that she should bring him to his houseboat and that she should move on the houseboat with him. Can you imagine? It would have driven Mel insane. Now, while the three of us were politely arm wrestling, Mel took himself right out the door.
Well, is he well enough to be on his own?
He's healing. Ahead of schedule, which is good. However, if and when I find him, he may have a relapse.
Is there, anything for me?
It looks like mostly junk mail. Way too many bills, of course. My credit cards, power and light. I couldn't help but notice a very, very fat telephone bill.
ABC Daytime.
And these are your most recent medical records?
Yes, they are. And I do believe that you will find that my recovery is right on schedule. Mind and body.
I think Judge Goldberg is going to find this very persuasive evidence that you can handle the job of being a mother to your little girl.
Well, I can't. You know, there's no test for my emotional state, but I think that I'm doing pretty well. You know that I am working full-time back at the Sun now, and I'm going out with old friends. I've even made new friends. So my life is moving ahead.
And if Todd says the same about himself?
Well, then you just have to remind the judge that Todd can try, but he cannot escape his past. He couldn't let go of his anger with Patrick Thornhart, and look what it got him. I mean, 2 men murdered right in his own apartment with my little girl sleeping right upstairs.
I know that night was horrific, but I think I might not bring it up.
Are you crazy? Well,
Blair.
you have to. No, you don't understand. No. Dorian was right about Todd.
In what way?
That Star was going to be in danger if she stayed in his place. I mean, Todd, he's got to have his enemies, and if he can't have them, and he makes them up, and that's exactly what he did with Patrick Thornhart. Patrick didn't deserve Todd's hatred, but no, Todd kept harassing him until everything, all hell broke loose that night. And a bullet could have gone through a wall or a ceiling and hit my little girl while she was sleeping.
But this terrorist who broke into the penthouse, he was killed.
Do you think that's going to stop Todd? God, no, he's going to go after somebody. I mean, he's going to attack someone in the Sun, and then that victim will turn around and fight Todd. And then my little girl's going to be back in the crossfire again, and something's going to happen. And oh, God, no, I can't let that happen. I don't care what your scruples are. You have to go right in there, and you have to tell the judge exactly what happened that night. That this isn't just some random act of violence. That this is Todd. This is who he is. This is where he lives. And my little girl cannot be in that place, not with all that darkness. You tell him.
can you hear yourself? Do you know what you sound like? The kind of hysterical woman Todd is going to accuse you of being. He's done it before when you lost control in the courtroom, and he will do it again unless you learn how to control yourself.
You just, you tell me why you refused to tell the judge exactly what happened the night that my daughter could have been killed.
Because Todd could turn the tables on us and use that story to his advantage.
How?
Todd is claiming he married Taya to give Star a stable home and a mother. And it's a matter of public record that Taya protected Star that night. She put her own life on the line to do it. How could Star's real mother have done any more than that?
You look surprised, but you knew Blair was going to do this.
It is with papers, yeah, but I don't think she would go for full custody. I mean, she can't do this, right? There's no way a judge would just reverse a decision.
Well, there's been some major changes. Blair's out of the hospital now. She's pretty much fully recovered, so she could take care of Star. And then it gets worse.
Right. That night.
A man you provoked broke into your home. He could have killed you or me. Or Star. He did kill Patrick Thornhart before he was shot and killed himself. Not exactly Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
You think this is funny?
No, I don't.
You know, a couple of days ago, I'm going down this dumb water slide. And she's sitting with me, and she's splashing, and she's happy, and she's in the sunshine, and if I lost her, I mean, if Blair got full custody...
Okay, then we admit it was bad what happened here. But I say to Judge Goldberg, we protected Star. Isn't that the bottom line? She isn't hurt.
Yeah, but Blair could say that it was just luck and nothing but luck that Patrick got to the gunman before he shot us all.
And would she be wrong? Would she? I've been giving this a lot of thought since you and Star have been away, and the way I see it, I'm afraid there may only be one option.
And what would that be?
Well, given how I feel about Star myself, I'd rather not say, but as your lawyer, Todd, I think it's something that you need to consider.
Well, what do I need to consider?
A compromise. Before we even get to court. You don't want to lose your little girl? Then offer Blair joint custody.
Oh, yeah, that's easy for you to say. I mean, what do you care, right? It's not your kid.
It just got so hurtful so fast.
But that was after Eli's arrest. I mean, that's only part of it. This is really about you wanting to be Eli's foster mother.
Well, you know, I can't even tell you what it's really about because Hank hasn't even spoken to me since. I didn't even know that he was out of town. Bo had to tell me. He went up to his place by the lake, you know, to cool off.
Maybe you could help him with that?
No, I'm really not very good at that. You know, even with Diego, when we would have a fight, I would just turn silent as a stone. He'd have to work so hard to drag a smile out of me. But in the end, he'd always succeed.
Yeah, with Asa and me, it was the slow burn, and then I'd have to charm him out of one of his moods, all of them cantankerous. But, you know, making up was bliss, if you get my meaning. Did Bo say where the cabin was?
Yeah. Near Lake Egan. He said that I ought to take a ride up there and...
Bo's smart for a man. I'd listen to his advice. Fill your luggage with nothing but lingerie and get yourself up to that cabin. Pronto. A fella can get kind of lonely with nothing but worms and fish for company. No, just do it. Don't think about it. And when you get back, I want to hear all about it.
But I didn't even decide I was going to go.
Seriously. I can head back to Landview, Hank, if you're into the solitude.
Well, I am. But I tell you what, I can take a break. So how about I rustle us up some grub and then you can head back into town?
Sounds good.
Fine. Then I'll get a fire started.
Oh, can it wait until it gets a little darker? You know, this Indian summer twilight is so beautiful, and, it's warm enough. So I thought I would, go for a dip. Would you like to join me?
Look, you know, if you want to take a swim, you go right ahead, be my guest. But myself, I decided that, well, after looking at the lake, I see how beautiful it is. I can admire it right here from the shore.
Okay. Then why don't I help you with dinner? Should I get the steaks out of the cooler?
Listen, you know what? This big old boy here, he put up one hell of a fight, you know, so he deserves to go out with honors. So I'm going to just roll him in some cornmeal, fry him right up.
Just like my granddaddy used to like them.
Well, you know, the law of the wild is if you want to eat fish, you got to clean fish. So here, go ahead, have some fun.
Oh, like at the fish market, right? I can do that. Hold him under some running water.
After you scale him?
No problem. Where's the scaler thing?
Well, we call it a fishing knife here. What you do is, let me have it. You take the knife and you just run it against the scales, like that. You see how they come up? Yeah? Wow.
Like this?
Yeah. Sure you've never done this before? You're pretty good at that.
Mr. Gannon, I'm pretty good at a lot of things. You know, this reminds me of a song my dad would sing to me when I was a kid. Down in the meadow in the itty-bitty pool swam 3 little fishies and the mama fishy too. Swim, said the mama fish, swim if you can. And they swam all over the dam.
Any luck? Nobody's seen him. Oh. Please, I hope he's not in a gutter somewhere.
Mother. Mother.
Hello? Mel, where are you? Oh. No, I didn't think you were in a gutter somewhere. Well, you are the most infuriating man. I've been trying to track you down everywhere. Where are you? Oh. Oh, okay, I see. Fine. Oh, why don't I come straight over and join you, hmm? Oh? No, I understand. No problem, of course. You need your rest. Fine. I'll call you in the morning. Bye. Okay. Mel is in one piece. He's hiding out at the Waterside Inn. No doubt evading his very bossy mother and daughter. So, Cassie, what brings you here? Come to apologize for your atrocious behavior at the dinner party?
Actually, I came by to hang out and catch up with Kelly.
Okay. I think that I will catch up with some phone calls. To call a few people about Melidor's contribution to Renee's charity auction. Wait. I suppose while I'm at it, I might as well pay some bills, hmm?
Yes, indeed.
We certainly don't want them to turn off the telephone.
I have got to get my hands on that bill.
Okay, I'll get it later.
All right. So do me a favor. As soon as you get it, you call me.
All right. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Our prenup. I want you to show me where it says that I don't get to love your daughter. Okay, we had a deal. You paid me money, I married you, Star got an instant family. And I thought all I had to do was to pretend to be a loving mommy. But I'm sorry, okay? It didn't work out that way. Your daughter started to get to me, and I realized that I was not pretending anymore. I'd wake up in the middle of the night if I heard her crying. At the end of the day, I'd think about how much I looked forward to seeing her. When you two were gone, I really missed her. Star is part of my life now, and I will not let you take that away from me. And that is why I have been trying to figure out a compromise in the fight between you and Blair. Because if you lose Star, I do too.
All right. So we'll try for joint custody.
I believe Carl will advise Blair to settle for that, and I know Judge Goldberg will sign off on it.
Star, sweetie, what are you doing out here by yourself like this?
Where?
Briggs, what's Star doing out here roaming the halls like this? I mean, who's supposed to be watching her?
Well, she was with Mr. Manning.
Will you watch her for a minute? I'm going to go take care of this, sweetie. Go with Briggs. You'll be okay.
Oh,
Confess, Cracker, ABC Thursday.
All right, run through this with me, all right? I'm going to go to Blair, and I'm going to offer her some kind of custody settlement, and she...
Oh, my God. Mr. Manning, Mrs. Manning.
I'll be right back.
If you're looking for Star, which you should be, she's with Briggs.
Tell you, why don't you go get her?
No one is going anywhere. How dare you let my little girl wander the halls?
Hey, no, we let her out of our sight for like 1
She
second,
was
all right?
halfway down the hall, Todd.
So what? Nothing's gonna happen to her here. Somebody would recognize her and bring her back to my office. Why, she would have an adventure. What's the big deal?
Oh, yeah. What happens when she gets to the stairwell? She might have fallen down 3 flights of steps,
Yeah, well, she
Todd.
didn't, did she?
Oh, so that makes everything all right. There's wackos running in here all the time. What if someone had seen her? They're delivery men, messengers, people that we don't know. If somebody had spotted her and walked off with her, what if that had happened, Todd?
People say I'm paranoid.
Blair, I'm sorry you're upset, but you know very well I would never let anything happen to Star, and I say that as more than a stepmother. Well, you're not. You're just a wife that Todd bought. You're not a parent. I am Star's mother. Can we be clear about that?
I guess not. Because I'm the one who reads her goodnight moon every night. I'm the one who tucks her in at night. If she has a bad dream, I'm the one who holds her, not you. So why don't we ask Star which one of us is her mommy?
What?
Hey, no, not my office. Cut it out. Cut it out.
She is my daughter. She is my life. Do not come between us.
Fine. You want to explain to me again how this joint custody thing is going to work?
Hey, how's that look?
Wow. Hey, that's beautiful. Here, let me help you. You know what? With your steaks, we can have a nice little feast. Sort of like a surf and turf.
Hey, do we dress for dinner?
No. Don't touch my lucky fishing hat, please. You never mess with a man's lucky fishing hat.
You're joking, right?
I never joke about my fishing hat.
Is that how you catch the fish? They die laughing?
Look, that's another law of the wild. Never, ever make fun of a man's lucky fishing hat. It makes the luck go away.
Oh, well, in that case, that is the finest hat I ever saw.
Well, you know, the thing is, if you were wearing a fishing hat, you wouldn't have the fish scales in your hair.
Okay, that does it. I'm going to jump in the lake. You sure you won't change your mind and make the plunge yourself?
No, like I said, I'll get the fire started.
I thought it already was.
Listen, just go ahead and just have fun. Have a nice dip. Take a nice, long soak and cool off. By the time you get back, I'll be ready to cook.
I like the sound of that.
Bum diddy bum diddy diddy bum diddy dum dum diddy dum 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 diddy dum diddy diddy dum bum da diddy diddy da diddy dum. Ah, yeah. All right, that's another law of the wild. You never have to knock. Come on in. You know what? Carlotta, what are you doing here? I mean, I thought you were mad at me.
And you weren't mad at me? Wait, that wasn't what I meant to say. Ay, Dios, I had it all worked out in my mind so clearly while I was driving up here. You have to understand this is kind of new for me, Hank, to be the first to apologize.
Look, Carlotta, this is a little awkward.
No, I have to do this, Hank, and I may never find the right words. So what I wanted to say was, I've missed you a lot. And I hope you missed me.
Hello, Carlotta.
Kelly, you're still here. I'm glad.
Yeah, Is this about the phone bill? Because I probably do make too many phone calls.
Oh, no, you silly thing. You chatter away just as much as you want to. All that really matters to me in this whole world is that you girls are happy. Now, which brings me to the subject at hand. I am really worried about Cassie, especially after that dinner party from hell. She seems to think that I am hiding something about my past from everybody, and it's just ridiculous. It's making her behave like, well, you saw it. Now, what do you think I can do to convince her that I am not hiding some deep, dark secret locked up somewhere?
I think that you can, really just be open with her.
Open? Well, I guess I can try that. Would you do me a favor? Don't talk to anybody about this obsession of Cassie's, especially not to Mel's very inquisitive family.
Why?
Oh, God.
Blair, what's the matter?
I have got to get my daughter away from that woman.
You mean, false Mrs. Todd Manning? She goes, I'm the one that tucks her in. I'm the one that reads her good night stories.
She probably tells her that I'm not even her mother, that I'm some wicked witch.
Well, Blair, I'm sure that Taya didn't say that about you.
Shut up, Kelly. Oh, my child has nothing to do with you.
Blair, Kelly is on our side.
I am on your side.
Oh, yeah. No, you're always on the wrong side, Kelly. You know, don't you remember? The wrong side of the road.
Oh, you know what? We're not going to go through this again, okay?
Oh, yeah, we are. We're going to go over it again and again and again because I'm not going to let you forget what the face of your enemy looks like.
How could I forget it? Because she never lets me go.
Okay, please stop it. I'm going to go upstairs. I've had a really rotten day.
Haven't we all?
Are you all right? I am not on Tia Delgado's side.
I know that. Of course I do. Blair's just upset. Something horrible probably happened with Taya about the star, and, she's taking it out on you. I'm going to find out exactly what it is so that we can use it.
Use it how?
Document it so that Kara can have it entered as evidence in the case when we finally do get a court date. I'm gonna make a snack or something, and maybe if I bring her some cookies and milk, he'll cheer her up.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Oh.
Cassie, hi. I've got the phone bill. All right, what am I looking for?
You're looking for a long-distance phone call with the international area code of 43.
43. Okay, all right, let me just check.
Back on the phone again?
I'm actually trying to call the palace. I'm trying to find Ian. You startled me.
Of course, I'm sorry. I just need my purse.
Yeah, that's right, Ian Armitage. Thanks, Renee.
All right.
What was that? What happened? I thought I heard my mother.
Heart Attack City. She just came back to get her purse. It's fine. All right, 43, right?
Yes.
Got it. September 1st. Okay, there are a lot of long calls, a lot of short... The long one starts with 43622551501.
That's it. That's the number of the sanitarium where my father was recuperating. His housekeeper gave it to me when I needed to talk to his doctor. Okay. How long is it?
It's 25 minutes.
I see David needed a little convincing. Well, we know how good Mother is at that. Then he disappeared just before I arrived there. Okay.
Look, Cassie, all right, I spoke to Dorian. She told me that in no way is she trying to cover up anything from the past, okay? But I do think she's hiding something. She's trying way too hard to keep you away from your father.
I agree. And whatever her secret is, I'm going to find it out.
You still didn't answer my question. So you want to go with plan A, huh? You want to work out some kind of compromise with Blair.
Doesn't look like that's possible.
You said it yourself. If I go to court, I could lose. Blair could wind up with full custody.
I'm beginning to have my doubts about that. You saw what happened just now when I pushed your buttons.
You're saying you meant to do that?
Yeah. And it worked. It'll work again. So maybe this custody suit won't be that hard to win.